Hello everyone, how are you doing? Today we're going to go over the budget a little bit. I don't know how much detail I'll get into, but this is our monthly bills. I have 2 paydays per month, and the rest of them are all the bills that are due this month. We've already paid 3 bills and we have 5 more to go this month. Um, I do a bi-weekly budget for the first half and then the second half, and I started to do it, and I don't know 100% what our income for the second half of the month is going to be, so I started to do it, but I got the bills down, but I haven't entered the grocery money yet, or the cash envelopes, I guess you would say. But this month we paid all the bills, and I need to go ahead and finish calculating that part. But it's a very low income month. I don't know what's going on this month, but it's just not going very well. Plus, the hubby made a big purchase that I fussed at him, and not fussed at him, but I had to have the talk to him about that. And with that big purchase, he at least sold something to cover that purchase, I guess you're gonna say. I would say. Okay, so these are all the, let me take this out of here so we can see what's going on, because we are actually in the next week already. Okay, so we started off with $87.41. That's what we had in our savings and our checking. The good thing is we got paid on the first of the month, as usual, and it was only $1,263.20. There was a bit spending. We did spend the $87 we spent. Most of it only had $6.67 left of that amount. So when we got paid, we went ahead and paid the 3 bills and the stepson's lunch money for school, and then all our spending just escalated really badly. The stepson is 11th grade now, so he had to get a senior ring, school ring, whatever you want to call it. It was $426 there. We took a little vacation thinking that we still had some of this money. The vacation was not bad. It was $316. We left Wednesday and came back Saturday, which that was not a big deal. The big deal was while we were on vacation, I didn't know that the hubby purchased what I'm going to call a toy. He likes to buy things, and it was $4,000 for this toy, which really put us in a bind. That's nowhere near what we needed to spend or anything. He couldn't use it for business. It is technically a toy. It is like binoculars, but it's a night vision. Of course, a toy. It's a guy toy, boy toy. But anyway, he purchased that, and didn't make them, but I highly advised him to sell something, a different toy, which he did sell something that he was no longer using, which was his boat. He doesn't use it like he'd like to, so he sold that to cover this amount and give us an extra little money since we're low this month on money. So that's what's going on with that. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. I did go ahead and just now I finished closing out this week, and like I say, and I've said it every week, I love this. I can close it out. It all makes sense. The top is the beginning balance for the day, and the end of the day I put an ending balance, and this balance just jumps up to the top for the beginning of the next week. Here at the top I will put income, and right below it any spending. So there's the paycheck, and here are the bills. I should have did a little sticker for this one, but I did not, and that is fine. This middle section, I have it for cash envelopes. Anything that's in a cash envelope, I'll put it in there, and I'll total that out at the end of the week. And which this makes it a whole lot easier when I add it up on the side here. Any unbudgeted amounts will go, or any unbudgeted things that come up go here. We had the vacation, the school ring. I did take my mother to see my sister, the one I always go see, and we had to buy her a few things. It was one of her medicines that she didn't take with us when we left. We have to get a refill. And it was a little pricey, and then a couple of little things that she forgot, and it was $233.27. And on Monday, I did cut my hair, and it was $23.95 for that. So that's all the unbudgeted amount, and it is here. So what I do on this sidebar is I add up all the income, subtract any bills that we had, which are all these, add them up, and I'll put the number here. The cash envelopes, I'll write them out, the grocery, gas, and everything here. So the total of this should equal the total of that, which it does. And then here at the bottom, I will take all the budgeted amounts and categorize them as in different categories. So there's the haircut, gifts, school ring, and then the rest of them are the vacation. So if I take all the beginning balance, subtract and add all that stuff, this amount should equal, or not this amount, but all of this should equal this amount, which I haven't done that, but it should be pretty close to the correct amount on that. So when I take this information and go in here, I just write it on here. And I'm trying to keep up with this so it isn't overwhelming when I close this budget out. So like I said, this is ready to go. And I need to go ahead and fill that in because I did do that one too, which is 13. No, it's not. Yes, it is. 1363. And I'll do a unbudgeted right here. So that'll be the other amount. And I didn't budget anything there, but it will come up in a minute. So from that page, I'll write all this stuff in. And as the week goes through, I'll write in all the things that go through the checking and the savings. And you can see there is a negative on the savings account. There is $75 in our checking, which is pretty sad. But that hopefully will change when I deposit the check he got from selling the book. And this is the weekly spending. And I already have the numbers in, and it's pretty much just, if I don't get to it the day I'm doing this, I can always go back, and it's just taking all these numbers and putting them in here, and it all balances it out. But since I haven't figured out week 2, I have not yet filled out the monthly budgets for these amounts. So as soon as I know what our income is going to be here, I do have part of the income, but I don't have the second part of it. I can go ahead and fill out all of that, as well as the monthly budget for the groceries and all that. Otherwise, I am just working on one paycheck at a time, which is every 2 weeks. And that is what's going on with the budget. I'm hoping there's going to be a little more income than what I'm predicting. I'm only predicting it's going to be $1,050 plus the amount that he sold the boat for, which is just going to break us even. But we shall see. Otherwise, on the groceries is where a lot of the spending is. I'm trying to just work with what we have in the pantry, the freezer, the fridge, and all of that, which I think we can make it for a little while. There's a few pieces of meat, and we shall have a meatless day and see what we can do. But yeah, anyways, that is what's going on with the budget. And yeah, so hopefully y'all understand all of that. I'm trying to keep it as simple as I can, even though every now and then it does get a little crazy. It's just that every couple of days I have to go in here and fill out these like the daily spending. But it's making it easier this way, and I'm not moving these numbers from anywhere else. They're just staying here. All I'm tracking the cash envelopes is on this page, and this is from Budget Queen on Etsy, as well as this page and this page, which is the daily spending trackers. And these are something I created. But yes, that is everything that's going on with the budget. As for jobs, I am currently not working. I was looking at a job as in restaurant. I will work anywhere pretty much that they will hire me. I've always been that way. I'm not picky about, I have this education, I only will do this kind of work. I like to experiment in different jobs. And there's this restaurant not far from here. It's about 4 miles from where I live currently. And the good thing is they want to hire me just to bus tables. That's all I'll do. And that puts me, there's 2 positions available. I don't want to host, but just clean, take all the dishes off the table, wipe the table down, and I don't do the dishes. That's all I do is just move it to the back. That will put me in the pool. They have a pool where all the waitress and some of the staff get tips. I'm considering doing that. The pay's really, really low. The hours is part-time, but it's a job. It's I've done work like that, but never have I been in the pool for the tips as well. But this restaurant is a little different because they do have different, everything's just handled different. Everything's electronic. They rarely handle any money. All the tips are done electronically. It's different. I'm considering that job or just taking the rest of the year off. I'm not sure. I no longer work for my sister. That's something I chose to do. I spend more time feeling sick, bad, or going to the doctor, so I just figured it was time for me to come home and rest a while, which that's what I did last month. And yeah, so anyway, that's where that is at. The hubby and I are considering going back to the real world and getting jobs at this. We usually, when we work, we both get jobs in the same place. I don't know, we've done that the last 10 years. If he's working somewhere or I'm working somewhere, we both work there in different places, but we're working for the same company. We did that for a while, for like 2 years before, and it went well. I rarely saw him, and it wasn't bad, but certain days we would have lunch dates or go out to eat on Friday or something when we got out of work. We didn't go to work together because he went earlier all the time. He went in before dark, and I didn't have to be there till 8. So I did like that, but like I say, I rarely saw him, and he worked a whole lot more than I did, but that's okay because he can handle it. He can work that hard, and he's healthy. I'm not, apparently. Anyways, enough talking. Anyways, this is what the budget looks like. I'm loving this system. I just don't know what I'm going to use next year because I want to use something very similar to this. I have purchased 2 classic happy planners, and I returned both of them. They had lined here but not up here, and I want all lined, so I was considering printables, but I don't know if I'll go with that. I could possibly go with the half size, which is the junior size, A5 size or whatever, and do something different, but we will see. I may redate some of the planners that I have. I'm not sure. That is something I need to really start considering because there's only 2 more months left in this year, and some of the budgeting is that I'm needing to do is already for next year, like property tax. We pay those in January, and I seriously need to start putting numbers together for that, but that is something I'll figure out later. Christmas is another thing I need to try to figure out. Anyways, I will leave y'all alone. Hopefully y'all understand my madness on how I budget. Yeah. Anyways, hopefully y'all have a wonderful day, and we will talk to y'all later. Bye.